Hi guys, happy Wednesday. My name is Ellis. Like every week, I will be doing the webinar. We are on webinar number 12, getting the best quotes for vehicles. So what we have found is that agencies are posting these requests for vehicles, and we want to show you what are the best ways to put out that request. What are going to be the necessary details when it comes to looking for these vehicles, whether it's a car or a truck, and how we can use GovSpend to help you as well. So just like we always say, all of our webinars are recorded, so you can find them on our YouTube channel. We also are on LinkedIn and Twitter, so please go like and subscribe to us. It is GovQuote, GovQuote. Also here on our homepage on just govquote.us, if you miss a webinar or if you want to rewatch a webinar, want to share it with any of your colleagues if they couldn't make it, right here on our homepage, you can click webinar and it will show you the last webinar we had posted. So you can either see it on our YouTube channel or directly on our GovQuote homepage. So without further ado, I will get started on showing you what a great request for quote looks like when it comes to requesting a vehicle and how to use GovSpend to help you in with that as well. So here is just a draft that I've created of a request for a vehicle. It's for a Ford 2018 F-150. It has a ton of great details in here. So if you are the buyer and you are going out to go find this quote for this vehicle, if you do not have the necessary information like color, if you want what color you want the interior, any packages needed, what type of lights or tires, or if you want air conditioning, if you need sensors, anything like that, you're going to want to talk with the person who posted or who handed you that requisition form, because on GovQuote, you want to be as detailed as you possibly can to get these quotes back, as accurate as you can. So if you just put out a request for quote that says, hey, I'm looking for a Ford F-150, I need it in the color black and the interior beige. There are a ton of different packages starting at one end all the way up to super expensive. So you want to put in those necessary information that you need. This, for example, is some great information. It has the color, the cloth type, the package that they're looking for, what type of transmission, license plate bracket. And let's say they're looking, you would need it on a PDF. You can always put that in your description. Most vendors know that they already need to submit their quote on a PDF for you, but it does not hurt to put that in your description box as well. If you need it delivered by a certain date, or if you need to pick it up by a certain date, you want to put that in there as well, because just because you have a due date set, that doesn't mean it's going to be ready at that time. That's when they need to put in their final quote in by. If you have any custom fields already created, this is really great to put in if you want shipping included, if you're tax exempt, if you need your quote on a PDF. Those are all great things to add into your request as well. So this is a draft. So if anyone has any questions on how to go ahead and publish that, this would be what your draft looks like, and then you can go ahead and click publish. It'll re-ask you to go ahead and do that, and you can find it right here under the publish tab. Here's another one that we have published here. Again, this is our beta site, which is our test site. So this is where we put out some requests as well. But this is another great request. You can see they put in a 2018 Toyota Camry LE, so it's the model that they're looking for. They put in some specs that they're looking for in as well. So now that you have a general idea of what you're looking for, you might not know what the price range is going to be. If you have to go out for a bid over $25,000, you might not know if this package or if this car maker model is going to be within that price range that you're looking for. So what we can do is you have the necessary tools to help you find out this information. So with GovSpend, you can click right here, go into GovSpend, and all I did was find items, Toyota Camry right here. I put in a 2018 because that's the model I'm looking for. You can always change that. So if you're looking for an older model, you can put that year in there as well. I put does not contain maintenance, lease, or rental because this is something that we are looking to purchase or buy. And if anything, if you don't want to put in anything under does not contain, you can also do item by total price. So if you think it's going to be between 15 and 25,000, you can see what cars, what description was purchased within that price range as well. So just kind of looking into it. I also put down the state to Florida. You don't have to. You can if you'd like. That'll show you what car companies are selling in Florida, this product that you're looking for as well. So just looking at this, you can see it's about, Toyota of Tampa Bay did it for about $21,000. Here's another one for 24, another one for 23. You can see where they're located as well when the purchase order was cut. And even if you just click into it, just to click into the description, it will tell you what they looked for here. So you can see Toyota Camry model 2532. They're looking for it in white, and they got an extra key with it as well. So if you're not looking for an extra key, you might not need to pay that extra fee that's in there. This was an additional $300. That just gives you a general idea of how much this 2018 Toyota Camry has gone for in the past, what other agencies have bought it. So as of 8/13/18, it was purchased for about $21,000. So now you know your price range. You know, okay, my bid threshold is $25,000. I can now purchase this under the quotes. So you can get that request out here on GovQuote. Even if you do put out all the specs you're looking for, vendors might come back with other types of questions for you. It's totally normal. And when they ask you these questions, they are going to need answers as fast as possible. So just as a reminder, when you publish a request on GovQuote, it sends out a notification to any vendor that falls underneath the category, as well as if they can sell or service to your area, and they get an email alert about it. So they go in, read it, submit their question or their quote over to you. Once they submit that over to you, you will get an email alert as well. So it'll say, Toyota has quoted you or asked you a question. It'll put the description of what they said. And even just through your email, you can go ahead and respond. So if you don't even have time to log back into GovQuote, you just have time to respond to an email, you can respond directly through your email to this vendor. So as you can see, the awaiting quote means that they're asking you a question. They have not put in their price yet. And it says, will you accept another package that has some but not all of these features? Or we have this vehicles with this specs in the lot, will you accept another color? So as you can see, this right here is asking for it in black. It has this package right here, this description of what they're looking for. So as an agency, you can always answer these questions, say, no, I will not accept another color. We need it only in black. Or no, we need all of these features, no substitutions, or we cannot exchange out any of that. You can also, if you need to inform all the vendors on this, you have two options. Taking from the information you just got, you can either edit your request, or my favorite feature, you can click group chat. And what this does is it informs all the vendors that are quoting you on any updates you may have. It also allows a Q&A. So based on the questions you got, you can respond in the group chat and say, will not accept any other colors, will not accept any other packages, need specifically these items in the car. That is what the group chat can be used for. And again, when you get these messages, you want to reply as fast as possible, because sometimes this vendor, this person who's asking you these questions, may have to go back to their manager to get approval, or to ask them if it's okay, or to follow up with them. So it's best to respond as fast as possible within these requests. Another thing, as just a tip, if you are a buyer and someone else has put in this requisition form to you that has asked for this car and they need these details, you can add them in here as a user on GovQuote. There's no charge to have as many users as you'd like. Even if they're a low-level buyer to a high-level buyer, you can add them in here so that you guys can post this request together. So if you cannot answer the questions that the vendors are asking, your colleague can log in and answer them for you. So you do have that as well to do. Just to kind of go over it just one last time, when it does come to requesting a vehicle, you want to be as specific as possible. So here we have color, interior, types of brake, if you need cruise control, if you want a backup camera, if if you want Bluetooth, any type of wheels you're looking for. Also, again, like I mentioned earlier, if you need it delivered by a certain date, you need to state that as well, because the company may need to order that vehicle for you. So you need to put that in there. If your agency is tax exempt, you need to include that as well. You can also include any of this information like tax exempt or need your quote on a PDF in the terms and conditions under your settings so that it appears on every single one of your requests and the vendors know right away from the start that you're going to need your quote on a PDF and that you are tax exempt if you don't want to write it in on every single one of your requests. How to add in those custom fields, it's in a different webinar. We will send out a link as well to our YouTube channel, and you can always see that there as well. So that right there is an example of one. Here's another one of the truck. So this also has tons and tons of information right here. You don't need many categories for this. It usually just falls under one. But as long as you are as detailed as you possibly can, you will get the best results back as well. So again, just use the chat, check your email, and you will get the best results on these trucks or cars, vehicles that you are looking for. So other than that, if you have any questions, please use the little chat bubble and send over any questions you may have. Just going to give a couple minutes. It is a quick webinar this week just because we are covering just one topic. But I'm just going to go over once again how to do that in GovSpend just to do a quick overview. You type in, if you're looking for a Ford F-150, you type this in. I just typed a Toyota Camry as an example. Looking for a 2018. I'm just going to take out this does not contain field just so you can see what it looks like, as well as take out the agency state. It'll load here real quick, and it will show you just a group of information. So as you can see, I took out maintenance, lease, antenna, rental. So you can see now it's going down more towards $271, $564. And if you click into them, you'll see that these are more of the lease month payments instead of if you were actually purchasing the vehicle. So if you do know that the vehicle may range up to $25,000, you can add that in there and just do it like this. Click search and it'll show you everything that goes from least to most. So we can start it off at 20 to $25,000, and it will only show you those results as well, and that's under the item total price. So you can either do does not contain or item total price if you know kind of how much it's going to be, as well as you can always narrow it down by your state as well. So now I'm just going to open up the floor to any questions any of you guys may have, and then we can go answer any of those. I don't see any questions coming in, but I just want to let you guys know that this will be posted on our website just to show you again how to get there if you want to share it with any of your colleagues, or if you want to rewatch it, you can just go to our homepage, govquote.us, and at the top it'll state webinar, and it gets updated every time we have a new webinar posted. So this one was from the latest one, which is series 11. So this time it'll show webinar 12. So you just click webinar at the top of our homepage. Again, it's on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn, Twitter. Just search us GovQuote. You'll see us there. And we are thankful for you guys. So just like and subscribe our channels. Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Have a great rest of your week. If you do have any questions, you can chat us through your account right here with this little blue chat bubble. You can also email us at win@govquote.us. Looking forward to seeing you guys succeed. If you have any questions or if you're looking to publish a request for a car, vehicle, truck, send us a message. We'll be able to post it with you, help you along the way, even help you search if you guys have GovSpend, anything like that. We are a resource here to help you guys succeed, save money, and save time. So thank you all so much and have a great rest of your week.